Thomas the Tank Engine, Episode 29, Your Mine is Mine. Thomas just got done pulling Annie and Clarabelle and was about to drop them off at a siding in the docks. "Well, hello there, Thomas," exclaimed Sir Topham Hatt. "Sadly, James seemed to have a boiler ache, so he will not be able to deliver the dynamite that is needed for blasting for coal at the quarry. So, if you could please take the dynamite from the dynamite stand to the quarry, that would be great, Thomas." Okay then. Alright, well, goodbye, sir." And Thomas left. Thomas was a bit upset, but didn't want to argue with Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas just made it into Glenlock when he realized he was stuck behind Edward. Edward was trying to be nice and trying to speed up for Thomas. However, Edward's quickly was Thomas's "I'm going very slowly today." Luckily for Thomas, Edward was switched off the main line. Thomas backed up to his train and was immediately more annoyed than he was earlier. He quickly puffed off. As Thomas left Glenlock, he was preparing to go to the narrow gauge railway. He was determined to end the work quickly, so when he realized that there was construction near the sheds, he was very annoyed. "Hello, Thomas," exclaimed Diesel. "Oh, hello, Diesel," said Thomas. "If you're looking to go through a shortcut, don't. Oliver just got pushed off the rails by Scruffy and his friends, and let's just say, it's not very good, so you might want to take a detour." "Ugh, okay, thank you, Diesel," and Thomas left. Adorable. As Thomas was making his detour, he went into Knapford Station, and he saw Oliver's crash. The crash was pretty bad, and Scruffy and his gang were laughing quite a bit. Thomas passed through Knapford Station and said, "Oh, well, that's not looking great, Thomas," said Samson. "You're probably going to have to stop here to get a check on those cargo cars." Thomas sighed and puffed into Knapford Station glumly. Luckily, the station men figured out that Thomas's coupling was just fine. It was just a bit old, so Thomas left again after another delay.
"You have caused confusion and delay."
Thomas came around the bend and was about to reach the docks again. As Thomas made it through the docks, he rushed by so he didn't have to talk to Salty. At this point, Thomas was racing. He was going very quickly down the weaving track, until he approached Gordon's Hill. He was very angry, however, he just couldn't make it up there. Eventually, Thomas made it up and raced down. After a while, Thomas puffed out of the farm. Henry puffed up beside Thomas and said, "Oh, hey, Thomas." "Oh, hey, Henry." "Well, Thomas, what do you think about letting me through?" "Ugh, fine," said Thomas, and he let Henry through. Finally, Thomas made it to where he needed to go and was waiting for the switches to work. Thomas finally backed in and was able to let the dynamite cars go. Without saying a word, Thomas uncoupled and Bertram said, "Oh, finally, that took forever," and then he left.
"Oh, hello there, Thomas. I really didn't have a boiler ache this morning. I just wanted you to do my work. I got out of it. Goodbye there, Thomas."
"Ugh, and this is why I hate James," said Thomas. Bertram then uncoupled the dynamite cars and gave them to Skarloey. He rolled up next to Millie, and Millie came closer. "Thomas really seemed upset today," said Bertram. "Yeah, I saw that too," said Millie. Well, I need to continue on with my job, but that's just something to think about, because usually when you see Thomas, he's not in a bad mood." Yeah, said Millie. "I agree," and Bertram set off. Skarloey said to himself, I can't wait to start blasting again. This is gonna be so fun. And after a long day of blasting, Skarloey got quite a hefty amount of coal. Everyone should be happy about this, he said. The rest of the coal they found was put into another car and was handed off to Bertram. Good luck, said Skarloey. Thank you, said Bertram, and he puffed off.